Hey YouTube, this is Bree and you're watching Just Bree TV. Right, before we get into the story time, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about myself first. And then after that, we just get into the video from there. So my name is Brianna, but everybody calls me Bree, hence my channel name. But everybody calls me Bree. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I got this bubbly, happy personality, but I can be mean if you push me there. But I'm pretty sure that's like everybody. But my channel will consist of like vlogs, pranks, probably, mostly story times, because I got stories for days. Like, you guys, I have stories on top of stories. Like, oh my god, my life is like a story time in itself. Like, my life is just like a movie. Like, oh my god, everybody always say you need to write a book. Like, I got so many stories. Like, but yeah, let's get into the video. So you guys, this is my second time recording this video. I recorded it last night, but something happened. My computer crashed and all the files got deleted somehow. I don't know how. Like, now I get a little glimpse of what you real YouTubers go to. I'm just starting out. Excuse me if my energy is a little, like a tad bit off. I'm sorry. It's 4:18 a.m. right now. It's 4:18 in the morning. Like, I was literally laying in bed watching YouTube videos, and I'm like, I might as well just get up and start recording this video, record this video again, so I won't have to like think about it, because I was thinking about it like, oh my god, I need to get this video out, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like I was going crazy. So I just like, let me get up and record this video, because when I tell y'all I'm trying to be consistent, like I'm trying to give y'all like good content, because I know how some YouTubers, like, they'll post a video and then don't post another video for like 3 months later, and I know I hate that, so I know y'all will hate it. But anyway, let me stop rambling. Let's get into the video. So, y'all, this story takes place in about 4th or 5th grade. Yeah, about 4th or 5th grade. So, in 4th or 5th grade, I'm just say 4th grade. In 4th grade, I had a best friend. Her name was Brianna. My name is Brianna, too. For the story, I'm going to just call her Brianna, and I'm going to call myself Bree, so you won't get confused. I'm not giving anybody fake names for this story, because honestly, I just don't care. I really don't care. Like, they did what they did, and oh well. But anyway, in 4th grade, I had a best friend. Her name was Brianna. So I was friends with Brianna since about 1st grade. Everybody used to bully me all the time in elementary school. Like, everybody used to call me burnt cookie, charcoal, like any name that you could think of, black as the street, like anything. I just always got bullied for my complexion. So one day we're in the cafeteria, and like the whole school was just bullying me for no reason, calling me burnt. And I was sad, so she just came up to me and was like, don't worry about them, you're pretty, blah blah blah. So after that, like, we just started being like click tight. Like, we was click tight like this. Like, we hung together every single day. We always hung together. So to the point, when her grandma would come get her from school, I would go with them, because me and Bree, we only lived like a block away from each other. But Bree grandparents was real strict. Like, she couldn't leave off the block. Like, she would only be able to sit on the porch. But me, I had a lot of freedom. I wouldn't say my mom didn't care, but like, I had a lot of freedom because my mom trusted me or whatever. So I could go anywhere, but I always would come to her house and sit on the porch with her, because she couldn't go anywhere. Her grandma would pick me up with her when she used to school. I used to go with them, and then I'll go to their house from school and then walk to my house from her house. And I used to always spend the night at her house. We used to always chill at her house. Like we told each other when we lost each other virginity. Like, we are actually still cool to this day, and I'm 24 years old. But she moved to North Carolina, like, when we was in about 7th grade. She moved to North Carolina. She was supposed to came back, but she never came back. But anyway, in school is this girl named Lyric. And she used to always pick on me for some reason. This girl hated me. Like, oh my god, she hated my guts. I do not know why. And me and Bree, we used to hang in this group. Like, I was hung in a popular group, and then it was like, I wouldn't say nerd group, but they called it the nerd group. So I used to hang with the nerds. I liked them because they were smart. They was actually, if you ask me, they were my real friends. The popular group, they was fake. Fake as hell. Like, all of them was fake. So I used to come in, and they're like, wow, why you hanging with the Geek Squad? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, they're my friends. So, and Lyric was in the popular group, and she was kind of like a friend of me. I would say, yeah, like a friend of me. So she would always, like, I would come to the table, and my popular friends, they'll be like, you look cute. I like your outfit. I like your shoes. And she'll be like, ew. Like, no, she don't. Stop lying to her. I'm just playing. You know how people try to like say stuff but try to say it in a joke. You know how people say it's a truth to every joke. You're not playing. Like she will always do that, and I used to be like, never paid it no mind because I was a punk. Like I ain't never been in a fight. Like Lyric was big. Lyric was big. Like she was huge. Like she was a child, but she had a body like a grown woman. Girl. Like she was fast. She was fast. Like, but anyway. One day we all sitting in the classroom, we all giggling, laughing, and kikiing or whatever, and me and my friend having a conversation about something. I cannot remember what the conversation was about, but we was having a conversation or whatever, and Lyric was just sitting over there mugging us, and I'm like, what is her problem? Like, why is she sitting there mugging me? Sitting there in the back of the classroom just mugging me. So me and Bree having a conversation, giggling, and I got the friend of me, Lyric, she was mad. I don't know what she was mad about, but she called my best friend Brianna. She's like, come here, Brianna. So she went over there to her, and I'm looking like, why would you go over there to her? Like, you know she over there laughing at me and stuff. You're supposed to be my best friend. Like, what the hell? So she went over there to her, and then Brianna come back, and I'm like, so what she said? Like, what was she saying? So she like, oh, she ain't even really say nothing. She was just acting like she whispering. I'm like, so she called you all the way over there just to fake whisper in your ear? Like, what? She was like, yeah, I don't know what she's talking about, blah, blah, blah. Like, basically beating around the bush, not trying to tell me what she said. So she was like, told me, like, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I got to talk to Miss Crumpton about something, which was our teacher. Our teacher name was Miss Crumpton. So she went out there. She's talking to her or whatever. And I don't know what they was talking about. But I just kept hearing Miss Crumpton saying, like, what was that? What did you want to tell me? Like, you tapping me. What do you want? Talking to Brianna. So Brianna, like, oh, I wanted to talk to you about something. Forgot, basically stalling, and I noticed that she was kind of seemed like she was more stalling her than actually talking to her, and I'm like, what's she up? You know how you got that gut feeling? I had a gut feeling that she was like actually doing something. Wasn't like, I mean, I just felt like she was up to something. So anyway, she's talking to Miss Crumpton or whatever, and she's like, oh, Miss Crumpton, like, girl, bye. Because Miss Crumpton played a lot. Like, she was sweet as hell. I love Miss Crumpton. Like, she was so sweet. She played with us sometimes, but she was also let us know that like, she's not to be played with. She was so sweet. She took up for me when the kids was bullying me. Like, all that. She was real, real sweet. Like, oh, my gosh. I loved her. But anyway, she was like, girl, bye. And she was like, no, Miss Crumpton, I wanted to talk to you about the test. You know the test? It was a question that I was confused about. And this and that. She was like, girl, we can talk about this in the classroom. But Bree just kept saying, no. Holding her up. Because, mind you, me and Brianna's desk is by the door. And Lyric was like all in the back of the classroom. But our desk, me and Brianna's desk was right next to each other. So I could hear everything she was saying to Miss Crumpton. Like, I heard everything. Even though they was, like, outside the door. They was, like, outside the door in the hallway. I could hear everything. So I'm, like, thinking, like, what the heck? So Lyric starts getting up. And all the kids in the classroom is staring at me. So I'm like, why everybody looking at me? Like, I'm confused. Like, why is everybody looking at me? So she get up and she comes to my desk like, oh, so you was rolling your eyes at me and you was talking to Brianna about me in the cafeteria. I'm like, what? I didn't say anything about you. If anything, like, you was looking at me, but whatever. So she like, oh, so I want to fight, something. So she was just, like, kept picking with me, kept touching me, flicking my hair, like, doing little smart stuff, like, trying to get me to fight her. And everybody in the class like, oh, you know how everybody in the classroom be or whatever. So everybody like, oh, so, she was like, bitch, something. I don't know what she said. I don't know what came over me, but I just swung. Like, I just rocked her like, oh my God, I just punched her in the face. So we get to fighting or whatever. We just brawling. So I'm getting the best of her. So I'm like fight. They fight. Like, oh my God. And then I'm not popular, so I'm excited. So finally I flip her over and I'm just on top of her, wailing on her. Like, I'm wailing on her. Like, I'm tearing her up. So everybody like, yeah. So I'm thinking I froze for a minute. Like, oh my God, I'm really on top of her. Like, this girl been picking so many years, and I was just like so happy that I finally get to tear this girl up. Like, I've been scared of her this long, and this girl can't even fight. And you've been bullying me. I've been terrified of you all these years, and you can't even fight. So I'm tearing her up. So I'm on top of her, just tearing her up or whatever. So I pick up a desk. It was a desk beside us. I pick up the desk, and I'm about to slam it on her because, like I said, she's been bullying me for years. So some rage came on me. I just wanted to beat her up the best I could. Like, I was trying to do the most. I was already beating her up. I wanted to do damage, honey. Like, mind you, we kids. My hands ain't gonna do too much damage. We only in the 4th grade. So soon I lift the table up, Miss Crumpton come behind me and grabbed it like, whoa. So everybody like, yeah. So everybody, and then we had got called to the office. We had got called to the office after the fight. me and her got suspended. I think it was like 2 days, 2 or 3 days, nothing suspension for 2 or 3 days. So my best friend Brianna texted me like, everybody in class talking about the fight. They all in class talking about the fight. Girl, you tore her up. I'm like, whatever. I'm really not trying to reply to her because I'm like, girl, you set the whole thing up. Like, you set the whole thing up. And she was like, what? I'm talking to Miss Crumpton. I was talking to Miss Crumpton. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you set the whole thing up. And I was like, everybody was saying that you set it up. Because a lot of people was telling me, like, Brianna set the whole thing up. Like, and I was like, right, it makes sense because she was out there in the hallway acting like she was talking to the teacher, but they really wasn't talking about nothing. She seemed like she was stalling. When she texted me, I was replying, but I was barely replying. You know how you one word somebody when you really don't want to talk? Like, I wasn't trying to reply. Like, I felt some type of way. Like, you're supposed to be my best friend. We go them 2-3 days without talking or whatever. So we come back to school after suspension. We come back, our parents, you know how when you get off of suspension, you and your parents gotta come to the school. So we come to the school, Lyric on hush hush. Lyric on hush hush, honey. Like, she ain't say nothing to me. So we in the office or whatever, just sitting there waiting for the principal or whatever. So after a while, our parents talk to the principals or whatever. They ask what happened, blah, blah, blah. And our parents left. So we both going to class. Me and Lyric, for some reason, the teacher put us next to each other. I don't know why. I guess she was trying to make us be friends. You know how in elementary school you fight, they try to make you be friends. We just sitting next to each other, and she just on a hush, and she haven't said nothing to me. And I'm like, damn, I'm not burnt cookie no more. I'm not chocolate no more. I ain't getting no more eye rolls. Like, what's going on, Lyric? So she wasn't saying nothing to me. So a day or two go by, and like she just trying to be buddy with me all of a sudden. And I'm like, sis, when you trying to be my friend? So every time she would come to school, she'll have chips, or you know how you used to have candy, chips and stuff like that in school. And she'll be like, you want some? You want some? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take some. Like, I was still kind of sweet. I wasn't trying to be mean. Like, hell no, I don't want none of your chips. Like, I wasn't that hard. So I was like, yeah. So I was still awkward out about it. Like, how you want to give me chips, but you was just bullying me, like my whole fucking sorry for cussing. My whole elementary school year. Like, you was just bullying me my whole elementary school year. So, like, how you want to be my friend now? So, every day after that, like, she would bring me stuff to school. Like, oh, I brought you this. Oh, I brought you that. Oh, my mother packed you a lunch, too. Like, stuff like that. Like, she was basically trying to be my friend. And then she added me on MySpace. Because, you know, MySpace was popping back then. She added me on MySpace. She was just trying to be best friends. And crazy because it made my other best friend jealous. Like I said, we was best friends, but I feel like she set the whole thing up. So we hadn't been speaking this whole time. Like, we hadn't been speaking. So she was mad because Lyric kept bringing me stuff to school, stuff like that. But yeah, we still cool till this day. We got over it after a while. Like, it was only elementary school drama. Like, we still cool. But we not buddy. Like I said, she moved to North Carolina, so we don't see each other. She's still my friend on Facebook and stuff, but I feel like it would never be the same. Even though it was elementary school, like, you knew what you was doing. We were old enough to know. But I think that's it. That was my story on my first fight. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.